All right,
Failed to load video.
we're back.
Is Twitch having issues? Or
Huh?
just me?
Twitch having some issues? I don't know.
Might just be me.
I'm not having any like video issues on my end, but I haven't changed from my own stream. So,
By the way, anyone still watching, guys, congratulations on making it this far. You guys are doing a great job.
it's been fun. What are you talking about? It's been a good time. I like watching people create characters and stuff.
It's been great. Chuck Steako Tool.
Okay, yeah, that I don't know, man. Oh, toolbox.
I love it.
Hate is gonna hate.
Chuck,
the flavor.
look, I'm fine. I'm fine with Chuck.
Just gotta shake it off.
You see my
Tool.
shirt has a bald eagle in a flight suit. Come on.
You're Canadian. You should
That's
usually
what I love
apologize.
shirt.
for
That's
wearing
the
that
most
shirt.
American shirt I've ever seen, and you're not even American.
Shouldn't
It should be
9/11
a
shirt.
moose or a beaver.
You're in a flight suit. Attack, man.
Monkey Mouth says, just entered the chat. Get congratulated. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations, Monkey Mouth.
Yes.
Welcome to the chat.
You've survived our
You are
bullshit
number
all
12
5
million.
seconds.
You win a prize.
I don't get this game.
Just give me your social security number.
You pin.
What?
All right.
Well, I
so
mean-
during the break, did everyone write a small bio? First adventure. Has everyone finished that, or
I'm still
just need
typing
some time?
last little bit, but I should be good to go.
All right.
You just want to go down the line and read them out?
Hmm?
You just want to go down the line and read them out?
Yeah. All right. So who hasn't done and who has done? Who's
I
finished?
have not finished.
I'm finished.
Everyone else finished?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with Derek. Read us your story.
It's just like 2 or 3 sentences long. Wash lost his left hand in prison. After he got out, he had it replaced with a data spike by a black market augmentation doctor. So he does not have a left hand. He has a data spike.
Good.
And I have to make a aspect from that. What do I want to write, by the way? I don't think we ever came up with like an actual way to write that down. VG.
No hand.
Like, I mean, a data spike for left hand is fine. Like, that can be compelled and invoked. Because I don't have a fucking left hand, but I can hack everything. Just data spike for
Except
left
for a
hand.
Nokia cell phone.
I can just stab it. Stab the cell phone with my data spike. Just like, yeah. The fuck out of it.
Unfortunately, the cell phone's impregnable.
Let me find this page. What does everyone think about that as an aspect? Like, basically, when you're creating an aspect, you want it to be either a significant personality trait, something to do with their background or their profession, a notable feature or a possession,
Pretty notable feature.
some sort of relationship that they have with a person or an organization, something to do with their goals or their desires or their motives, or maybe a title, reputation, something like that. So
I should name
this
this
is
black
sort of
market
like-
augmentation doctor, shouldn't I?
yeah,
Named Simon.
like PSYMON maybe.
PS1. Simon. Yeah, that's good.
So well, that's off SSX Tricky. If anyone played SSX Tricky, it's a great game. Respect.
It's PSYMIN. Simon.
Simon. It's kind of like it's sort of like half an important person, half a notable feature.
Well, I think it's a feature.
So
and it's
basically-
attached to me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's noticeable at least,
Uh-oh.
right?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I think I've hit one of my hotkeys because my keyboard doesn't work. Hold on. Okay, there it works.
Broken.
Shit, I broke my death counter. I'm
Oh,
gonna have to go back
you
and look at it later.
You hit your death counter.
Yeah.
Nice.
When my keyboard just stops
Yeah.
working, I know I've hit the death counter.
I'm like such a good programmer. I program something that Derek breaks his entire keyboard. It doesn't work for long.
Named Simon.
Cat's like,
Does everyone want to see?
let me go. Let me go.
No, she's such a nice little kitty.
I hate you.
Leave me alone. She really hates being held. She likes jumping on you, but she doesn't like being held.
Dude,
Anyway.
my cat's like the nicest cat. It'll just like lay on you, and then if you like touch its side, it freaks the fuck out. It'll just like beat the shit out of you.
Just a normal cat, except doesn't have my sides. So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking along the lines of like just a data spike for the left hand. Does it really leave much room to be compelled? Like, I know you think that like there'll be situations where you can't use both your hands might come up, but I'm just wondering if like in general it's a little bit too towards
I mean,
like
even if it's not something that can be evoked or compelled all the time, you have 5 aspects, and if you look at their aspects in the book, there's stuff that really doesn't come up all that often. Like, so even if it's not perfect, I mean, you have other ones, and that's, I think, like, that's part of my character. That's what my character has, and that's such a big thing that no matter what, I think that should be an aspect.
definitely should be an aspect. I'm just wondering if we can make it more compellable. What does everyone think towards that as an aspect? Because a good aspect has to be a double-edged sword. It has to be good and bad.
So we're hoping to get our first aspect out of this.
Yeah, your first story, your first adventure, you get your aspect out of another aspect.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sorry, I probably should have mentioned that earlier.
I was just like writing stuff.
And then when we trade stories and we're part of another person's story, you get another aspect from that. You get 2 more aspects after this third one. So you end up with 5 total. But like, I think
because I can see when that aspect can be used in terms of hacking because you have a data spike. I can see where it's been used in a melee situation because you can stab them. I'm just not sure where in a situation like doesn't have 2 hands is going to come in. I guess for I don't know.
Like
maybe
if I'm trying to hold,
honestly,
if I'm trying to hold something heavy, even like that's
what
that.
if
Trying to block like stuff or like trying to hold up a door, like anything physical, I'm even weaker than I would be with +0 physique. Because like I mean I'm.
It's not so much like that because it's the good side of the sword is that you get an addition to your roll or something like that. You can invoke it to increase your roll, whereas the compels aren't necessarily like look at it in terms of you're going to be compelled to push a thing. So roll your physique -2. It doesn't work like that. Like I have to invoke that aspect to put you in a situation where you know you're going to be out of place or awkward, or it's going to be a complication for you. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no situation that I can like say like if it's an attribute about you like you're nerdy, then I can say well you're nerdy so you're not going to be very good in this social aspect. I'll throw you into the social aspect. It's not like well you only have 1 hand so holding up that boulder is going to be bad. Go hold up the boulder. You know like.
Well, if you're not going to a social
You know what I mean?
situation either, you wouldn't necessarily have to talk very much in that social situation. You could just be quiet. It's really all about the role.
I just mean it in terms of compelling. Like you can't think of it in terms of I'd be bad at things. Like as in looking at in terms of like my roles wouldn't work as well for physique or something like that.
Well, no.
I'm just asking if anyone.
I'm not talking about it just
idea
being specifically for physique. I'm just saying I have a +0 physique, so in the end, if I can only use 1 hand, it would be even worse. But I'm talking about like anything I need to use 2 hands to do, anything at all, I'll not be anywhere near as good at. And like the way compels work is it's not like it's -2 on your roll. That's not how compels work. Compels are story based. They're like you're going to compel them and something is going to go wrong because this is how you are.
I'm just asking if anyone has any ideas for it, because I'm happy with letting it be an aspect. I think it describes your character very well. I'm just asking if anyone has any ideas.
Sure.
Going back just for a second. For the aspects for my trouble, I can't remember how we worded it.
Can't resist a challenge.
Can't resist a challenge. Sweet. Oh man.
Because I see a lot of like personality aspects being a lot easier to compel than physical aspects.
And
So,
I'm sure I'll have personality aspects for the two stories too.
Yeah.
This is just a physical one, like just because.
well, can I just like make the request as to like I think you have to have this aspect in some way, shape, or form because it defines you. Can I just ask that your next two aspects are personality based, and then we'll be fine with it?
Well,
Is that cool?
I mean, I could try, but it depends on what the story is, really. Like, if the story dictates that.
Well, I
there's-
will. Yeah. Okay.
Like-
I mean, you can't guarantee me anything, but let's.
Yeah,
let's just
yeah,
say,
that's what
you
I'm
know,
saying.
We'll
And,
try
like,
to make the next two.
Plus,
Yeah.
I think this mixes it up too, because if I'm gonna have personality aspects as like two more, I also have the fact that I'm sarcastic cyberhacker, which still has a personality aspect. So I'm gonna have two more. This just mixes it up too. It just happens to be my next one. If this would have came at the end, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think we would have a problem at all. Like, it's just the fact that
I'm not. Yeah, as I said, I really think you need to have this aspect. I was just looking for a more open way that I could compel it, and I can't think of one. But that's fine. I don't have to compel that one. I can compel any of the other ones.
I mean,
So,
and I
I'm
think
happy with it.
once we get in the story and stuff, and like, because the way compels work is you can bring me into situations to compel stuff, but if I'm going like, you know what, I'm gonna go hold up that door, and I don't think about it, you're like, are you sure you want to hold up that door? You know?
All right, sweet.
Yeah. So I think it'll work out.
Okay.
Like, I can't promise that the next two will be completely mental, like personality traits, but I would like to see how the story goes first before I make that decision.
All right, Renzo, do you have your first adventure?
I do. Mine's a little bit longer than his is, but not too
I
much.
tried to keep mine really simple.
All right,
Totally
so my guy started out more like a casual but well-known Mr. Fix-It for his village on his planet. So becoming fascinated with cybertech and replacing quote-unquote injured people with mechanical replacements, and after experimenting and fixing up on himself, a group of people from this place had kind of gathered, rebelled, and raised ruckus about my character, and in a sense kind of pushed him out of their neighborhood. I'll say that. So then he picked his living livelihood up, left the village, left the planet, and now he's on a leaving, looking for a place to work or stay and work, and to continue what he was doing. Basically, he gives his skills to whoever and whatever comes up, whether it's for one reason or another, and if you can help him, he'll help you.
Did we have a trouble for you?
Yes.
What is your trouble? Sorry.
My trouble right now is gets engrossed in work,
That's right.
is what I put down.
Good word for it. Engrossed. All right. So let's try to pull something out of this story. So he got ousted from this village.
Yes.
For why? Why? What did he do that they complained
he
about?
became a little bit too bent on trying to. He got this.
Oh yeah, video call.
We hit the 4-hour limit.
Yeah, we hit the 4-hour limit. Just hit your camera button, everybody. What's up, Jen?
Hit that Skype Premium button, guys.
I'm definitely hitting, the button. Do not.
Seems like whatever.
Basically,
I don't want to find out more about Skype Premium. Get the fuck off my screen, man.
right?
It's like right over my camera too. What the fuck? And everybody's camera is
Find
like
out.
super dark now. What the hell?
Find out more.
Fucking fine.
They lighten up.
I clicked it. It still didn't go away. You piece of shit.
I am the obvious winner here.
It's like right over my face. Get out of here.
Do you want to just restart the call?
I can do that.
I'd be down.
You want to recall us back there?
Oh, I think somebody's hitting on you, VG.
All right.
Yeah, I can recall. I'm gonna switch scenes real quick, guys. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. That is the wrong screen. Okay, that's good. All right, yeah, I'll call you guys back in just 1 second. They won't end the call. What the hell? In the call. There you go. Boop. So
I'm now
professional.
concerned that Sean has made a new account and its name is LA Gamer for Life.
It could be a girl. You don't know.
I mean, it could. But like,
That's my wife,
Sean
guys.
asked
That's
me
my wife.
how you guys would feel about him saying something like that earlier. Now it's just. I was like, I don't know.
Oh, is that
I don't
Sean?
know.
Is that Sean? Is
No.
Sean hitting on me? So, oh, okay.
No, he would.
Hey,
He
Dakota,
would.
I'm gonna add you to contacts because every time you call in the call, it's like, do you want to share a video with this guy? I'm like, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, it's pretty shady.
All right. All right.
Like,
So,
this guy's Canadian.
So
sure you want
friendly.
to add? Skype's like, are you sure you want to add a Canadian to?
I mean,
Have you
I
made sure this
understand.
Canadian has put a bag over his head?
oh gosh.
All right, so let's pull some stuff out of the story. Like, first of all, are you on the run from these guys? Like, are you on the run from Xylos? Are they chasing you at all? Or?
I would say my character at this moment does not know. He basically had just been ousted because of his growing. I don't want to say fanaticism with it, but that's the word that comes to my mind when I think about this, about his want to further and get knowledge of and delve into the cybernetic area of the technology. So he because he was getting too engrossed in it and using people for these situations which they were not really needing, not really comfortable with, he kept going no matter, and basically this village kind of said, we don't want it anymore, leave.
All right,
Sorry, reading chat.
you guys. So what can we pull out as an aspect from that? Because it doesn't necessarily. There's no possessions or anything like that.
The only thing about the only thing about that story is like, I don't know if it's a story. Is like I mean,
No, it can be. It can
You
be
kinda-
sort of
you
like
kinda tell-
it can
like-
be about his background or profession.
The
Like he
thing
can be
is-
educated as a.
oh no, I understand. The thing is that I think it needs to be like written more like a story because we have to inject ourselves in it somewhere, and it's kind of vague. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Okay,
gonna be
well then.
hard to kind of put ourselves into that story with the way it's being like said right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I'd
like
I'd like it to be more open ended at the start and the end. Like you're known as a renowned Mr. Fix-It for his village. Like go into something like saying you were educated as a mechanic from a place or something like that.
more specific.
that-
Do you want me to put down like a name for the place, or just say, hey, on this planet, whatever?
My thing is like, so we have to come into this story, right? And if you want this story to continue to still kind of tell the same thing, it needs to be more precise. Just because like we can come in and inject ourselves in the story and complicate it and stuff, but the stuff that you write down we can't change. And if it's really vague, then that's like it's hard to even inject yourself into it. You know, I don't. It's because like we're not
Right, like-
the way putting ourselves in the story works is we're not allowed to change anything in the story, but we can complicate things inside of it. So I kept mine really short so that there's stuff that you guys can do in the middle.
There's stuff like the giving his skills wherever he can give them. That's something that you can inject yourself to. That kind of stuff works because that shows intent. It shows that like his travels in just like one word is that he's going out and trying to give his skills wherever he can. Like, and again, like no matter who it was for. So, huh?
Like he's trying to find work. He's doing whatever he needs to do to survive.
Right, but he's almost trying to find work for the sake of work. No, he doesn't matter who it is. like he just wants to do his job, like, because that's what he lives for. Is he really enjoys being a mechanic and being that side of it.
And another thing I was going to say is it's supposed to be like kind of a concise adventure, you know, and like saying he goes around and does work wherever he can find it.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like your story's bad. It's just kind of the way it needs to be written so that other people.
It's a little bit vague. Is what it is.
Yeah, because other people need to be able to inject themselves into it. I'm not saying my story is perfect or anything. Like it's really short and kind of, you know, probably doesn't have enough details in it or whatever. But like I kind of left my middle open ended, so I just replaced. I got my arm replaced. Like that's what I said, and then you guys can complicate that. And yeah, like I don't know how to put it exactly. It's just
Derek replaced his arm and got a staph infection. That's how it works.
All right. So,
All right, so let's while that's happening, let's move on to Jin's story. Is yours in your character sheet? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to read it out to us, Jin?
Okay, so I'm not really sure if this will work. But while I was working as a detective, I was on a very high priority case to negotiate with one of the most wanted drug lords, or chemical lords, I guess, if that's what we're going with. And rather than convincing him to surrender himself, like I was instructed to, I convinced him to commit suicide instead, and my superiors weren't happy with it, so they fired me. Not really sure if that like lends itself to doing what we want.
like I think
I would say that a lot of these stories, as to so far as adventures, seem to be like looking in at your high concept and your trouble, and taking from that and writing a little story about that. Like, keep in mind that this is one of the starting points for everyone to join into your story, and it's like a starting point for another adventure that can be related to your high concept, but it shouldn't be about it. Because, I mean, if you're trying to pull an aspect out of that, every aspect that you're probably going to pull out of that is going to be either your high concept or your trouble. You know, like you've literally, you've said, like, you're mental manipulative ex-detective. It says you were working as a detective and you were fired, and you were fired because you were mentally manipulative. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's very hard for that to make a new aspect on top of your high concept from this story.
Okay, so something... I still want to go with that whole baby-faced thing, because I feel like...
Why don't you just, like, make a story about how you got the nickname Babyface? Like, you joined the Force and something happened in joining the Force, and that's the nickname you got while you became a detective, and you got Babyface for something that happened when you joined. Why don't you write a story that's about, like, joining the Force rather than how you got fired? Because I kind of, like, know how you got fired by your high concept.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
like
You good with that?
yeah, just write an adventure. It doesn't have to do anything with anything else in your character. Just write, like, I mean, obviously it's going to involve your character, but just like write something that your character did, something they might have wanted to accomplish or something like that, and just try to leave room for people to inject complications.
Yeah, because
it can
that
be
story
vague,
is
right? It doesn't have to
very
be super
close.
detailed.
Yeah, and
No,
it's
it
not,
doesn't have to have
it's not
detail.
supposed to be super detailed, because I mean you have to leave room for people to inject themselves, you know.
But yeah, you see how that story in particular is almost impossible for anyone. Like, you can inject yourself into Renzo's character. Sorry, I don't know the names of the characters, but I, like, naturally know. Twig, is it?
Twig.
Yeah,
Twig.
you can inject yourself into Twig's character by saying, you know, he came and helped me by augmenting this when he was, like, looking for work. Like, there's room in there. But your story is like, you're working as a detective, you're after this guy, you convinced him to commit suicide, you got fired. I don't see how anyone's gonna fit in. There's, like, no fat in that story to squeeze in. So,
Squeezing in the fat,
you know what I mean?
PG.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
better squeeze in that fat.
No touch
All
the
right,
fat.
so let's keep on going. Dakota, you got your story up?
Yeah, might be a little bit too difficult for people to interject in, but
We'll
it
see how
goes
it-
a
we'll see
little
how it
something
goes.
like this. Went to the local grocer for half a sack of space beer with my space dog. There was a holdup. A space dog got shot, and I got mad. The bad guy got beat to death with an acoustic guitar, and it turned out there was a bounty on him.
Oh, cute.
So that's how you
So
became.
that's how you got into the bounty hunter.
It's fucking space
And you were like, this
beer
is
and
easy work.
Space dog. Fucking hell.
Half a sack of space beer.
I know.
Mind you. No. It comes in sacks.
The space dog is what got me, man. Like, what makes it a space dog? Yeah,
Fido's got a fishbowl on his head, keeps the air in.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right. So honestly, like, you can make an aspect from this. Like, you can make an aspect from the fact that he wasn't intending to be a bounty hunter. He just got into it out of sheer dumb luck. You know what I mean?
Dumb luck. There you go.
Or, you know, like, you could
He
also...
is stupid.
Or, you know, you
got that
liked your
stupid
dog,
in
you
there
could
again.
also be like an animal lover, you know. More than...
Yeah.
You're fucking
Soft
stupid.
side.
You're fucking stupid, and you're like a space cowboy, but you got a soft side for animals. You don't give a shit about
Closet
humans.
PETA activist.
You don't give a
Space
fuck.
PETA.
Yeah, space PETA.
It's the
Well,
worst
also,
kind.
you did beat a guy to death with an acoustic guitar. So
Well, I was gonna say
there's
get
room for an
mad.
aspect in that.
Gets mad.
You also beat him to death. Wait, why did you beat him? Oh, he was holding up the place.
He was holding on place.
I thought you just like beat him to death for no reason.
Just
No, it
what-
turned out.
What? Hold on. Why did you have an
like
acoustic guitar at the grocer?
He always has an acoustic guitar. He's space cowboy.
Duh.
He was just carrying it around.
It's great.
Obviously.
I'd say like there probably isn't any room for anyone to write into that. Can you talk about more about like
Beating?
skills or?
I think there could be room for you to interject in that. Like, I mean, you could,
Yeah.
you could make complications, or, like, I mean, you could even. Well, I don't want to say anything because
All the guys are just standing at the counter like, whoa.
Yeah, you could be in that grocer, and then you could just make a complication or something like that. Like, it's a kind of a public place. I think it might be okay. That one's pretty.
It's a very specific place to be. You're in a local grocer buying sacks of space beer.
It's a grocery
Man
store.
with
It's just.
space-
It does,
a local grocer on a farm, mind you.
so it could be there. You don't know.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I think it's a fine story. I just like let's draw an aspect from it. Do you want the
You think-
aspect to be around the fact?
You think
just
gets
beat
mad
people
or
up?
dumb luck?
I think gets
It's
mad
better.
is too vague, or like almost is kind of already expressed with your character too. I don't know.
I think almost like something along the lines of has superhuman powers when he gets mad.
Yeah.
When he
You won't.
uses the
You wouldn't
guitar.
like me when I'm angry. There you go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
won't like me
that's-
when I'm angry. That's a
I actually
fucking.
do like that.
That's perfect.
So you can get
Okay.
like a +2
Speaking
to
of-
like fight whenever you're pissed off.
And then also like people aren't going to like you if you're mad, and I can invoke that a lot.
Yeah, like he's really
Right.
an asshole. Like even more of an asshole when he's mad.
He's a nice man.
We finally got an
He's an
aspect with a
activist.
like a concise name. Yay!
I think honestly we could just rename that aspect to Pabst Blue Ribbon, and it would probably have the same.
Just rename it hipster beer.
No, Pabst Blue Ribbon is like
The
for
hipster beer.
hipsters.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
Rename it
like
hipster
Lucky
beer.
Lager or something.
Budweiser.
I just,
Yeah, Old
I just wanted
Milwaukee.
to.
Old
mad.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Old
I
Milwaukee.
don't know that
beer.
many American beers. So.
Oh, it
I
has
can't
peanut
believe
growers
it
on the
with
side.
Pabst Blue Ribbon though. That's the most hipster
I
beer
just
of
went
all
up this-
time.
I just went off the South Park episode where the rednecks are drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon and they get.
Our kind don't take two kind of your kind around here, Chuck.
All right,
Oh,
so
God.
let's move back to Renzo. If we can. Do you have a new story? Still working on details?
I'm thinking on trying to word it to be able to have others be able to hop in at any sense.
But yeah, you
I
see
still
what,
think you
so
can hop
at the-
in at the. I still think there's room to hop in terms of the. You're like you're a medic, a mechanic, and you're going around giving work to people. Like, I still think there's room to hop in. In terms of complicating your story,
The only thing,
there's not much room in there.
yeah, the only thing my problem with going around and doing jobs is kind of that's more than one adventure, and it doesn't change really the story of that whole thing.
Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't change the story of getting run out of town.
Yeah,
At all.
like it's a whole different thing. Like it's just a different adventure. Like a
Yeah, it is an open-ended ending.
yeah.
There's no start and stop for that adventure.
And yeah,
Well, there's a
that I
start.
think that was my problem. Like it's
Okay.
see how
That's
these have
what I'm
like
trying to change right
specific these have specific like starts and stops and that kind of thing. They have something that actually happened. Like there's an end thing that happened.
I will say that, like, so far, other than Derek's story, none of them have been, like, super dramatic. Like, Derek lost a hand and, you know, like, got a data spike.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. You,
just-
guys can actually insert yourself in that too if you want to be an ex-convict.
Like, literally, like, I mean, I suppose a hold-up is dramatic. It doesn't really, like, didn't really seem dramatic when you wrote it out, because literally you just, like, there was a hold-up, I beat the shit out of him till he died. Like, it didn't,
With
like,
a guitar.
the actual event didn't seem very dramatic. But,
As far as the ex-convicts, I was in the pan.
yeah. Actually, Jin's was pretty dramatic as well. It just, there wasn't any way to get in there. You know, because it was, like, literally...
Gotta get it in there, man.
He's dead, Jim. Jim, this man is dead.
Jiminy.
And you told him to die.
Jiminy the
Yeah.
Explorer. Can we have Jiminy in this game too? Can we have Jiminy
Yeah.
the Space Explorer?
Yeah, we can have Jiminy.
Yeah.
We can have a solar system devoted to Jiminy.
Jiminy the Space Explorer. Yeah. Fucking Jiminy. God damn it. Sorry.
Guys, I don't want to be a
Yeah.
douche, but can I have
Dead.
permission to go soon?
Yeah. Like, we did say 4 hours, and it is hitting that mark. Can I have permission to go soon? Such a sweetie.
I'm Canadian. I can't help it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Canadians that are real assholes, so I'm pretty sure you can help it. But I appreciate your.
This is still going to take us a while to finish up, Derek. Like,
Do you want
we still have to go.
to finish up off stream on an off day and just come back and get into the story, and we can just like do this real quick next time? We can be like, this is what we came up with. Because I mean,
Well,
I think people got a
the only-
sense of the character creation.
The only problem then is stunts, because stunts is still going to take us a while to come up with stunts.
Yeah,
So
I
why
just
don't we
mean
do
like we can hang out.
Stunts?
Huh?
Yeah, why don't we do up to stunts offline, like out of the stream, just
Uh-huh.
during the week we'll go up to stunts, and then when we come back next week we'll start with stunts, and then we'll get into the
I
game.
mean, we can start thinking of stunts too. I think because I mean
Yeah.
I already have 2 stunts. If you could come up with some,
But
we could talk them out a little bit more next week
Yeah.
too. As far as that goes, are we playing on Thursday next week too?
If everyone's happy with Thursday next week.
Sounds
I'm
like a
fine.
plan.
Do we want to start a little earlier or anything? Because I feel like I got confused on the time. I don't know if we need to start earlier.
We
so-
could start earlier now because Renzo is available earlier.
Yeah.
Does earliest suit anyone else, or? I know Derek is just about waking up.
Uh-huh.
He's tired or not. Does it earlier not suit anyone else?
Could we start
'Cause we-
like an hour earlier?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like 10 Central or 11 Eastern. Or is that what we started today?
We
Well,
we were meant to
that's
start
pretty-
11 Eastern today,
yeah.
but we started a bit late.
So
Okay.
So let's just
Yeah, it works
now
for
to
me.
10 Eastern.
Sure. Yeah, that'll still give me an. Hold on. Yeah, that's about when I'm starting to wake up, but I can just set an alarm for like an hour earlier.
Cool.
Damn it, Jiminy. God damn it.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll give an outline of what people need to do and what we'll talk about offline. I've got an outline here, and what you need to think about for stunts and stuff like that. And come to me and talk to me if you don't know what those things are.
The thing about
And,
injecting ourselves in the story, we probably all need to hang out for that though off stream. When are you guys all free again? For like just a little while, whenever.
Anytime. I'm
Basically-
not doing homework.
Yeah, I'll try to outline as best I can in terms of like if you guys can just like be around for a little bit during the same time slot, and I'll outline how it will go because we just rotate the stories around, and so people can inject themselves to other people's stories.
Mhm.
But we can work that out offline, off stream.
That way we're not doing 2 sessions of character creation. I just want to get into the story next time if we can. Like,
yeah,
start getting through there.
We ran into some mental roadblocks, but we did do a lot of work in creating the game,
for
which
sure.
was fantastic.
I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
What do you guys think so
Yeah, I
far?
had fun too.
What did you guys in the chat think? Did you enjoy it? Hope so.
So stoked.
But I'm still gonna be streaming. I guess we're gonna finish off this. Are you good to go now, VG? I don't know if I'm gonna even take a break. I mean, I might stand up, but I don't think I'm gonna switch the stream off.
Yeah, I just have to install this.
Cool.
This and then we'll go.
So, yeah, me and VG are going to be playing some multiplayer Euro Truck, I guess. It's going to be interesting. So, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm going to continue streaming, but I'm going to let all these other guys do some shout-outs and sign off and everything. So, if you want to start with Renzo, go ahead. Our shout-outs.
All right, guys. I'll make sure it's on this time. I just wanted to say thanks for watching. It's been fun so far. I know I've got a few roadblocks myself here and there as we were doing this. I know I've been thinking of trying to get a bit more active myself, and that means in Derek's community as well as myself. So I'm looking to try and get with everyone here to do more things that we can all do as a group, and hopefully that can come together. But just thanks for watching, and I'll be around. You guys will see me.
Yep. Jen, you gonna give any shout outs to anybody? Anything?
Sure. Well, thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I most of my shit was like on the fly stuff, because my character in my mind was much different than what it actually is now. So that's cool. Also, thank you, Sean, for sitting through all 4 hours of this. Pretty nice of you.
Wow.
Shout out to
you.
Sean. Happy birthday,
Yep.
Todd.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
You're bad, man.
God. Is that? Are you done? Sorry, I interrupted you.
Jen, is there anything else, or are you good?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, Dakota, any shout outs, man?
Just, it was nice meeting everybody. Hope everyone's having fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm having fun. I'm tired, though.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go and recline. So, bye, everybody. All 27.5 million of you.
All right, real quick, VG, you got any shout outs, man?
Yeah, thanks you guys for playing. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for everyone watching. Thanks to the missus for being so understanding. Yeah. Everything's good.
All right, yeah. Thank you
Thanks
guys.
to Curtis gonna get a smack because he said that.
That CEO toolbox. God damn it. Yeah, thank you all for playing, guys. Like, I really appreciate it. Me and VG were starting this up, and I'm really glad you guys decided to join. And you're so excited about the setting and everything, just like we are. I mean, it's really cool seeing a concept come together that we created, and yeah, it's really nice. Thank you all for being here. I know we had like quite a few viewers tonight, like probably as many as I get with a couple of my Dark Souls streams, which is really unexpected. So I appreciate you all being here. And other than that, I'm going to go to a break real quick, and we're going to come back with me and VG. We're going to play some Euro Truck multiplayer. I hope to see you guys here for that.
I think we hit like 18 or 20 viewers or something like that. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, right?
This is not...
27.5 million missed it by this much.
Yeah.
But
One more tweet would have got us there, guys. Think about that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
didn't
shit,
you
I didn't
click
put-
the tweet?
I didn't put Fate in my title this time. I didn't get the creator of Fate to follow me again. Now, anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna switch over to a seed. We're gonna take a real quick break. We will be back. I gotta change titles, click the tweet, all that stuff. We just gotta install stuff. So, goodbye, guys. See you guys later. And yeah, see you guys next.